Fire Emblem is a franchise about trust. You trust your units not to die. You trust the story to make sense. You trust that the girl with red hair and a shady smirk isn't about to stab your dad mid-conversation. Congratulations, you played yourself. You'd think after 20 years of this we'd learn. But no, every single time a new Fire Emblem drops, I look at the first handsome man who says, "Believe in me," and my brain goes, yeah, he seems trustworthy. Fire Emblem isn't really about strategy, it's about emotional damage. Like, yeah, you're technically commanding an army, but really, you're managing an HR department where everyone's either secretly evil, dying, or in love with the main character. Sometimes all three! And the worst part is, you believe them! Every time a suspiciously competent guy helps us out for part of a chapter, we just go, oh, wow, Arvis gave me the silver sword? What a great guy! That one's on me, I shouldn't have skipped his dialogue. But here's the thing, that cycle of trust and betrayal, it's kind of the point. From genealogy to 3 houses, Fire Emblem has always asked one question. What happens when your faith gets broken and you have to keep going anyway? These games aren't built around victory. They're built around loss. Every death, every betrayal, every time you reload your save, it's the same lesson in disguise. You can't control the outcome, you can only choose who you trust. Anyway, enough of that emotional nonsense. Let's talk about how the Norians take orders from a guy named Iago. My brothers in Christ, his name is Iago. That's like trusting someone named Backstab McGee. Actually, that's still less suspicious than trusting Fernand. Ah yes, my noble ally Fernand. He would never betray my army just because I'm not a noble. I betrayed you because you're not a noble. Oh no! Who could have seen that coming? Everyone could have seen that coming. But despite how obvious these betrayals are, we still feel them. Because it's not about being surprised, it's about being reminded. The loyalty in Fire Emblem isn't built on stats or crests or bloodlines. It's built on the fragile hope that maybe, this time, your faith will be rewarded. When Edelgard faces Sigurd, it's not dramatic irony, it's tragedy. Because both of them still believe in something good, even as it tears them apart. That's the part Fire Emblem never lets you escape. The pain of trusting people who want to do right in a world that doesn't let them. But let's be real, sometimes that betrayal isn't tragic, sometimes it's just stupid. This is footage from my first ever Fire Emblem 8 Iron Man, and as you can see, I lost a lot of units to critical hits. Why? Because the game likes to offer betrayals of the odds in gameplay, just as much as in writing. Please, Gale, don't make me fight that sage. Relax, Noel. The odds of him critting you are super low. It's called character development. Beneath the memes, betrayal defines Fire Emblem's DNA. Every game explores it differently, sometimes through politics, sometimes through faith, sometimes through friendship. Radiant Dawn, trust becomes a weapon. The narrative shifts perspectives to make you question your own loyalties. In 3 houses, you betray someone no matter what path you choose. And in genealogy, you watch idealism collapse in real time, one flame-lit soldier at a time. It's like the series is constantly asking, can you still believe in people when the story won't let you? And then there's Fates again, where the answer is no. Corin just trusts everyone. Your dead mentor shows up from another dimension. Welcome to the team. The mysterious singer who won't tell you anything. Bestie! And then they're shocked when their army implodes like a wet paper bag. It's okay though, Corin's got the charisma to keep everyone together. You know, the charisma of someone who can say, we can end this war peacefully, while holding a sword the size of a Buick. Anyway, I guess my point is that what makes Fire Emblem Betrayal hit isn't the shock, really, it's the sincerity. Even when it's absurd, even when it's predictable, it's played earnestly. There's no ironic distance. When Edelgard rides out to die for his misguided king, the game doesn't wink at you, it just lets him mean it. And that's why the series feels so weirdly human. Because no matter how many times it burns us, we keep coming back saying, maybe this time, things will be different. But don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna trust everyone next game. Guy with glowing red eyes? Probably fine. Mysterious masked knight? Definitely not evil. Random peasant who looks like the final boss's cousin? My new best friend. That's the Fire Emblem experience. Get betrayed, cry, reload, do it again. I am in a toxic relationship with this franchise, and it's never felt healthier. So yeah, Fire Emblem is a game about betrayal. But more than that, it's a game about trusting anyway. Anyway, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and tell me who betrayed you the hardest. Mine was myself when I left Colm in range of a javelin.